I'm bored. Let's count the palm trees again. Why are you looking at me like that, Iggy? You okay? Get it out. You're weirding me, man. Stop looking at me like that, would ya? You're creeping me out. Cut that out, man.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Iggy, you're gonna twist my head off. Iggy.
What is thy bidding, my master?
There is a great disturbance in the force. It is battle.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer battery. It keeps going and going.
That's an old country. That's really old. Man, is that old. Only a country this young could create a car this cool. The Chevy Camaro. 2 airbags, fuel injection, and a double wishbone suspension. Hey, you're only young once. The new Camaro. It's genuine Chevrolet.
Most car manufacturers build their prototypes by hand, but we built the all-new Lumina prototypes on a prototype assembly line. We put it together, took it apart, then redesigned it so we could make it better when it went to production. It took us 18 months. But one thing's certain, there's quality in the build. Something we don't charge extra for. Guess that's what makes it a genuine Chevrolet.
So have you made any decisions yet?
I'm thinking about taking the job over at Meyer and Hope.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot less than I was making, but there really isn't much out there.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You remember, about 7, 8 years ago, we talked to Craig Miller over at Payne Weber, and he thought there were some things we should do to make sure that we're covered. Jack's college, paying off the house, so things are going to be okay.
Lucky he knew what we needed.
He knew because he asked.
Wow. Look at the size of this place. A guy who didn't know what he was doing could sure get himself in a lot of trouble here. But hey, I'm sure you'll pick one out. I mean, how hard could it be? Like these guys. They used to make a heck of a movie projector. And anyway, if something does go wrong, I'm sure a handy guy like you can probably just fix it yourself. But as long as you're here, maybe you ought to just look at an IBM.
I've just discovered something quite shocking. Most ordinary credit cards charge interest from the moment you buy something, if you carry a balance as little as $1. Thankfully, American Express has introduced a new credit card called the Optima True Grace Card. It has a low interest rate if you choose to extend payment, no annual fee if you use it 3 times a year, and you get an interest-free grace period on each new purchase, even when you carry a balance. It's a good thing. But don't just throw away your old credit cards. Recycle them. I'm retiling my swimming pool. Apply today. Look in the mail or call 1-800-4-OPTIMA.
The man in black is back for an unsurpassed 7th time. Chevrolet congratulates Dale Earnhardt and the Childress Goodwrench Chevrolet Racing Team on capturing the 1994 NASCAR Drivers' Championship. One car company has won more races in the history of NASCAR. That's genuine Chevrolet.
The sooner you apply for the new Optima True Grace credit card from American Express, the sooner you'll cut your interest charges. It's a good thing. And keep recycling those old credit cards. Look in the mail or call 1-800-4-OPTIMA.
Blue slide Lonnie on 2. Let's keep playing now. We're going to win, baby. Touchdown! It was a solid team victory. I'm proud of you. Win with humility.
Saluting an American tradition, 125 years of college football.
You let Vince drive your new Bonneville just to the game. Guy's a wild man.
He wanted to see how the Bonneville stacked up to his BMW. I got his attention when I told him I had traction control, dual airbags, and even more horsepower than his BMW, and for thousands less.
So you think he'll like it?
Well, I suppose he does.
Where is that guy?
So, is everybody using Duracell batteries?
You kidding? The second I heard they had a battery that outlasts all other brands, I bought the family a whole case.
Reminds me of the first time we tried Duracell batteries. We were living in Tulsa with your great aunt Emma. We shared a one-room apartment.
Herb, did you slip her one of those other batteries?
Me?
The copper top. Tops them all.
Bob and Judith Akers look forward to the day they can retire to a little business by the sea. No easy project to take on alone. Fortunately, a Dean Witter broker was there to help them chart the proper course.
Each individual's dream is unique. So, too, must be our solutions.
Now the Akers not only have a place they can call home, others can too.
Back at 10.
We'll leave the light on.
At Dean Witter,
We measure success, one investor at a time.
The PGA Tour's richest prize is up for grabs. Golf's top players tee off in the final round of the Tour Championship, Sunday, here on ABC.
You know, I was expecting big savings when I switched from AT&T.
Not to worry today. I've got an even better plan for your business with even bigger savings.
Maybe this time I should check that out by calling this number here.
Not sure about those big savings? For the facts, call 1-800-COMPARE, and AT&T will guarantee you competitive long-distance prices.
Let me get you another coffee.
Right after I call 1-800-COMPARE.
1-800-COMPARE, the number other long-distance companies don't want you to call.
Phone's dead.
How strange.
AT&T, for the life of your business.
When young policyholders come to me, I look at them and think, boy, that was me 15 years ago. I remember very well how quickly things changed for Debbie and me. Marriage, children, our first house. It's exactly why State Farm's family insurance checkups are such a good idea. Your agent helps you put it all in perspective so you can make the right decisions. The way you were 5 years ago is not the way you are today. It's comforting to me when I can say to my policyholders, hey, I've been there.
Looking good. Facing with your car is a great idea.
Yeah, especially when it's my new Grand Am.
Well, you couldn't take my car. It doesn't have analog brakes or an airbag.
Or 150 horsepower. Your car couldn't keep up with me.
Man, this engine is really smooth.
What?
I said you're really starting to move.
Hey, where are you?
It's twilight. Sunroof's open. We're cruising down the coast highway in my new Bonneville. Yeah, I'm in an evening dress. He looks great. Soft music on the CD. He leans over and says, "This is nice. Dual airbags, traction control, over 200 horsepower. He even knew it was almost 15 grand less than a BMW or Lexus. So it was love at first sight. You could say that."
Richard Belial used to cut study hall every day to go back to Mr. Garber's math class. Last year, Matthew Garber became a teacher with the help of a scholarship from Hitachi and the College Football Association. And already, he's got quite a following.
After more than half a century of investigations aimed at finding planetary system outside our own, It has finally been done. Now we have firm evidence that they do exist in the universe, and that is priceless.
This is just the typical alien that I thought of.
I use this interesting and fascinating subject to teach students the variety of subjects in science that in other ways they would probably never encounter. Yes.
Found a planet? What is it like?
Saturday on the commish, a young boy is kidnapped.
We're going to do everything we can to get Julian back.
But will Paulie's personal feelings for the boy's mother get in the way of the rescue?
So what do you want to do, Tony, huh? Stick the kid's face on a milk carton and wait?
An all-new commish, Saturday here on ABC.
Sunday.
Fire!
Radical terrorists infiltrate the military and steal a killer satellite. But when Lois and Clark zero in on the plot, they become the targets. An all-new Lois and Clark, Sunday on ABC.
People are much more satisfied than they have been in the past. Now with quality care standards, we have some guidelines to follow. This is what the customers want. They want to have their appointment within a day. They want to have their car fixed right the first time. This is them speaking. Anything we can do to make it better. It's not just meeting the standards that people are setting for us, but exceeding them. Something we're doing is working.
Quality care people, quality care standards at your Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealer.
If you want to move ahead in any career, you have to know what most employers want. Like how to work with a team, how to handle responsibility, how to take on a tough job and see it through. You can learn all these things in the Army. So when you do set off on the road to success, you'll already be in the driver's seat.
It began with a single shoe store and a commitment to customer satisfaction unique in retailing. Today, that philosophy has spawned 72 stores across America. And even at a time when retail sales were dismal, Nordstrom climbed to a record $3 billion. Where do you find companies that are selling at a time when nobody's buying? Actually, there's a list of them printed every day. NASDAQ, the stock market for the next 100 years.
CFA College Football on ABC Sports, brought to you by Pontiac and your local Pontiac dealer. We are driving excitement. And the beer that's colder, bolder, yet smooth as ice. Molson Ice from Canada, the land where ice was born. Stay tuned for the Prudential Halftime Report after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Do you know what Hitachi makes? Ready? Go. Does Hitachi make camcorders, barcode readers, hydroelectric power equipment, clown noses, power tools, TVs, MRI systems, BBs, oscilloscopes, micromotors, mass transit trains, tongue depressors, PBX phone systems, catnip, semiconductors, lots of products, over 20,000. Yeah, but who's counting? It could only come from here. Canada, the home of ice. Molson Ice. Ice brewed by North America's oldest brewery to be colder and bolder. Yet smooth as ice. Molson Ice. From the land where ice was born.
Looking good. Facing with your car is a great idea.
Yeah, especially when it's my new Grand Am.
Well, you couldn't take my car. It doesn't have analog brakes or an airbag.
Or 150 horsepower. Your car couldn't keep up with me.
Man, this engine is really smooth.
What?
I said you're really starting to move.
Hey, where are you?
Monday. Happy Halloween. Something strange is flying around on Coach. Whoosh. Is it a ghost?
I want these kids to be men.
A goblin or what?
I think it's a wasp. Wasp!
A special coach. Then John Forsythe is back on Blue Skies.
You see that security camera? Want to give him a little treat?
And the guys are up to some tricks. Then,
Are you ready for some football?
it's a Halloween night treat with the monsters of the Midway. The Chicago Bears try to scare the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football after Coach and Blue Skies here on ABC.
Mohawk Valley, if you're tired of walking away hungry, then stop. Come to Temptations. Treat yourself to our daily lunch buffet or choose an entree from our full lunch and dinner menus. On Sundays, try our fabulous all-you-can-eat brunch featuring over 3 dozen selections. We also have happy hour Monday through Friday and a huge banquet room.
Don't you know that it's the only place to be? Temptation.
Stop walking away hungry. Come to Temptations, 1256 Culver Avenue, Utica.
Born for a song to make you feel good. Warm for more music in your day. It's the place to get away. 193.5.
Soft favorites of yesterday and today.
WUTR, TV 20, Utica, Rome.
The Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by The Prudential. Peace of mind, it comes with every piece of the rock. From our New York studios, your host, John Saunders.
Financial concerns, medical problems, anxiety about the future, the loss of a loved one, the pressures we all face, the emotions we all experience. 50 million Americans, 1 out of every 5 of us, have found they can cope better, feel more secure, actually improve their lives by turning for help to one particular company. A company whose sole purpose has always been to provide its customers with products and services that bring them to a different state of mind. Peace of mind, security, protection, preparation, optimism, peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
Saluting an American tradition, 125 years of college football.
A date on the calendar, monthly exams, the beat of a heart, a glimpse into the future. All the pieces that add up to a large dose of caring and concern from a pioneer in managed health care. Because babies need to be taken care of well before they're born. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
College can be a bridge to the future. It's a place where you're free to express yourself. A time to find out what you're really capable of. But when testing your limits involves alcohol, when breaking away includes drinking and driving, when expressing yourself includes losing control, the lessons you learn in college may not help you get anywhere at all.
You always had dreams, big dreams, 18-room castle of the sand dreams. Hey, you were gonna pitch Game 7 of the big series, remember? You were gonna frug with the Go-Go Girls on Hullabaloo. Yeah. You were gonna learn bar chords and jam with Blue Oyster Cult. Dreams are what drive us. But sometimes life is good. You get to drive your dream.
The temperature never drops below Xerex. That's very important to remember, especially at a time like this, when it's very deserted and very cold. Ah, you did remember Xerex Antifreeze. The temperature never drops below Xerex.
How much closer are our precision heads? Our innovative lift and cut system? How much better is the latest Norelco? In a word, we've never brought you closer. The Norelco Razor, our closest shave ever.
PageNet reminds you, life is a contact sport.
Has the plumber called back yet?
Want to get that?
No. And it's a whole lot easier if you stay in contact.
Can you get that? Double cheese, extra pepperoni. Will somebody please get that?
Who knows more about staying in contact than PageNet, America's #1 wireless messaging company? Nobody gives you better coverage coast to coast.
Visa salutes American Olympic champions. In 1984, Frank Tate overcame a stiff challenge from Canadian Sean O'Sullivan to win the light middleweight gold medal.
Tate's doing the scoring in this round, and the crowd's against the champ.
In continued support of amateur athletics, Visa today is proud to donate another $1,000 to the U.S. Olympic team to support future Olympic hopefuls in their quest for the gold.
There you go. Again, I really want to do it. I'm going to take the check and let's leave it take it. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal for me.
Since the introduction of Visa Rewards, everyone wants to use their Visa card, because now 10% of all your purchases automatically goes towards savings on American Airlines Flyaway Vacations, Carnival and Holland America Cruise Lines, and Marriott Hotels, Resorts, and Suites.
Look at yourselves! You're acting like a bunch of kids. Besides, I saw it first.
Visa Rewards. Now your Visa card's even more rewarding.
This is Jerry King in Washington. Shots have been fired at the White House. A gunman who has been taken into custody was apparently standing on Pennsylvania Avenue outside the White House grounds when he fired a number of shots into the press room in the west wing of the White House. A window was broken, but no one was hurt. An eyewitness described the incident to reporters.
The guy just pulled out an AK-47, or what looked like an AK-47, and just started opening it at the White House, started shooting up. And then he turned around and tried to reload the clip and took off running because he couldn't get it out. And then finally the guy tackled him, and then my buddy helped him hold him down, and they got the gun away from him, and he couldn't get reloaded.
President Clinton was in his residence watching a football game when the shots were fired. ABC News will bring you more on this story as events warrant. I'm Jerry King in Washington. Now back to the game.
A punctual boy, our son.
Punctual all over the world, UPS drivers are the same. Ask their mothers.
He's not rich, he's not handsome, but punctual.
He was even born on time.
They're obsessed with being on time. So UPS guarantees on-time delivery to hundreds of cities around the world or your money back.
If my son says he will be there, he will be there.
It's a guarantee that not only has our driver's word on it, it has their mother's.
He breaks out in a rush if he's late.
At BASF, we don't make the cooler. We make it cooler. We don't make the jeans. We make them bluer. We don't make the toys. We make them tougher. We don't make the jet ski. We make it lighter. At BASF, we don't make a lot of the products you buy. We make a lot of the products you buy better. BASF.
Ah, the big city and your snazzy new Mercedes-Benz. What a surprise. Mr. Cabby forgot the signal. Good thing your side windows are made not to fog up. And here's the boys from Nicky's Pizza. With close ratio steering, you won't get pepperoni on your hood. Oops, was that a pothole? From where you're sitting, one never knows. Yes, the big city. If you can make it here, you can, well, you know the rest.
Green Bay wants to give the Bears a scare, but Chicago wants to send the trick-or-treaters packing. It's a Halloween party on ABC's Monday Night Football.
Life is a series of roadways, and if you want to get anywhere, you've got to get off that bench and play, move into that merging lane. So you check your mirror, but an 18-wheeler with 30 tons of persuasion is saying, "Oh no, sister, you're not coming in here." Should you go? Stay? You point your big toe to the floor. You go. 275 horses and a 32-valve V8. Respond, "I am engine. Hear me roar."
Todd and Celia Unger aren't overly concerned with how to chart a course for their retirement. That's because they work with a broker from Dean Witter.
We measure success one investor at a time.
Don't miss Goodyear's Big Tire Sale and 25% savings on 4 of our most popular radials for passenger cars and light trucks. But you gotta hurry. The Big Tire Sale ends November 5th at participating Goodyear retailers.
Sinus sufferers, how come your pill doesn't relieve sinus pressure 24 hours? Effidac 24 does. Other pills last 6 hours or 12, but one Effidac relieves 24 hours. Effidac. Keep sinus pressure from coming back.
Keeping close-knit families close and fast friends fast is tough enough without a lot of miles standing in your way. That's why everyone at AT&T Consumer Long Distance is working to bring your voice closer than ever before. It's what we do, and we don't expect any medals for doing it. But this one felt pretty good.
Your true voice.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer battery. It keeps going and going and going.
So I did some checking, and I found out $2.99 is really the same thing as $3, except it's a penny less. So some burger joints got a meal cost $2.99. Big whoop. Who cares if it's only $2.99 if I'm not going to like eating it? But if you make it taste good, you know, like a Whopper. Flame broiled, not fried. Maybe throw in some fries and a drink. I'll gladly pay you $2.99. Hey, I'd even go as high as $3.02.
Burger King. Get your burger's worth.
Not enough relief from your cold pill? Your pill doesn't work long enough. Only Effidac works 24 hours. Other pills last 6 hours or 12. One Effidac relieves colds 24 hours. Effidac 24. Enough cold relief for 24 hours.
From WUTR TV, this is the New York State Lottery numbers and Win 4 drawing.
It's New York Lottery's numbers and Win 4 drawing, observed by an auditor from KPMG, Pete Marwick.
Good evening. It's Saturday, October 29th, 1994. I'm Yolanda Vega. Now, here's tonight's number. The first ball up is 5. The next is 2. And the last is 0. Making tonight's number 520. Here's Stephanie Moore with Win 4.
Thank you. Now for tonight's Win 4 number. The first ball up is 7. The next is 1. The next is 8. And the last is 0. Making tonight's Win 4 number 7180. Thank you and good night.
If you want more standard pulling power and more payload than Chevy, you want Ford F-Series. If you want a Super Cat equipped with an airbag not available from Dodge, you want Ford F-Series. And if you want the best deal you can get, you'll want to hurry. It's Ford Truck Month. Save $1,200 now on a loaded F-150. Nobody outsells Ford trucks. Not Chevy, not Dodge. If you want nothing but the best, see the Truck Authority during Ford Truck Month.
Hurry and see your local Ford dealer now.
You know, my father used to say, Jack of all trades, master of none.
Here you go. It's just what you need.
He'd also say, you need the right materials to do the job right.
Well, you came to the right place.
But Dad's best advice was, when you don't know the answer, ask someone who does.
Ask Agway about Big Red Dog Food, 55-pound bonus bags at $11.99. Little Red Cat Food, 40-pound bags, $15.99.
When you don't know the answer, ask someone who does.
What appears as an innocent child.
Something wrong with the baby? No, but he's not a baby anymore.
Is rapidly evolving into a savage warrior.
Stop! Stay where you are!
Now, can Odo change his destiny?
Give me the chance to find out if he really is just a killing machine.
Before he becomes an unstoppable assassin.
He trusts me.
But can you trust him?
On an all-new episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
If you've had a long, luscious love affair with Pizza Hut Pizza, you'll be glad to know we found a new way to spice up the romance. Introducing Buffalo Wings from Pizza Hut. They're hot, spicy snacks that go great with delicious Pizza Hut pizza. For a limited time, get 12 Buffalo Wings for $2.99 when you order any pizza at menu price. New buffalo wings from Pizza Hut. A whole new way to spice up the love affair.
When Mario Cuomo took office, our children read above the national average. Now they read below. It's simple. Mario Cuomo, too liberal for too long.
Gonna take to the streets and spend some time on the road. I need a truck that'll take me where I wanna go. I need a Dodge, Dodge. A 4x4, a 4x2, yeah. New Dodge Ram has changed with all of the rules, yeah. Dodge, from America's truck stop, Dodge.
Overall, Dodge offers the most power, the most safety features of any line of pickups on the planet. At America's Truck Stop, your Dodge dealer.
Because of the Crusaders, people who need help find solutions. The Crusaders. Now there's someone on your side.
WUTR, TV 20, Utica, Rome.
You're invited to our monster bath. Watch our Halloween movie, Double Double, Toilet Trouble. Do you believe in magic?
Tonight,
Halloween.
America's favorite twins are scaring up some fun.
It's the yearly festival of the witches. Are you saying witches are real?
Ashley and Mary-Kate Olsen,
Abracadabra.
Meshach Taylor, and a witchly Cloris Leachman.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
It's a movie parents and kids can watch together.
You're invited.
And now, the ABC family movie, Double Double Toil and Trouble.